Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th, Monday through Thursday. Now, this is just the introduction. Just let's get that really clear. This is just the introduction. It will be seen on all the videos. So if you want to just jump ahead, if you cross watch, if you do your rising, ascending, moon, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, whatever that is, if you cross watch, go down right there to the description and I'll have a little timestamp where you can bypass the introduction. Now, hope you watch it at least one time. I think it has some good information. Anyway, I am going to be using for the main readings, I will be using my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will be using Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. For this, I do an overview. I do a general reading. I tell you what's going on for the introduction. I tell you what's going on in the stars, help you to maybe make some determinations. You can comment, let me know. But I will be using my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot. Now, a couple of things. I have prayed. I have meditated. I have infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. What that means is I open myself to higher power, to God, Holy Spirit, and ask that whatever comes through be, reach the person it needs to reach, and that it be true and caring and loving, okay, and helpful too. Now, let's see what we've got going on here. I'm going to take my notes because we have the full moon coming up. The full moon will be in Capricorn, and that will be July 13th. I didn't put the time up here. Why didn't I do that? Maybe that's up here somewhere. July 13th, full moon at 2:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you can adjust that to your own time period. Now, the interesting thing about the full moon is there will be some other planetary energies going on. This is Capricorn. Remember, we have Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn wants wants to solidify things. Capricorn wants to build things. But Pluto has been in Capricorn for since 2008. It will be going in 2023. It will be bouncing back and forth between Aquarius and Capricorn, and then in 2024 it goes into Aquarius, where there's a lot of social and technology positive and hopefully positive energies, and then it stays there for about 20 years. So it's an interesting time because, like I said, Capricorn wants to build, but Pluto is about destruction, is about transformation, is about tearing things down in order for them to be rebuilt. And we do have Saturn. This is Saturn in Aquarius. When is that? Has that been since 2020? Or was it 2019? It was like December 2020? Okay, 2020, December 2020. And Saturn in Aquarius, I have been saying all along, has been about illusion versus reality. What we believe to be true versus what really is truth. So that really aligns very well with what's going on. So as Pluto is trying to tear things down, Capricorn has this, pushing energy, trying to move things forward. But Pluto is saying, no, it has to come all down in order for the truth to be revealed, in order for illusion to be destroyed, in order for something new to be rebuilt. Okay, the reason I bring that up, and if you've been following me, you know I've been talking about that. But the reason I'm bringing that up is that when the full moon will be on the 13th. Now, numbers are important. They can be used for dark energies or light energies. So we put our energies, we make them light. We go for that positive, and we need to really stay in the light energies, especially around this full moon. Because the number 13 is, in traditional tarot and any tarot, is the death card, is about transformation, is about, again, that tearing down in order for something to be rebuilt. It's not necessarily tower energy. It is something that just very clearly, something ends for something to begin. So we have that number going on, and that is where that full moon is. Now, The full moon is squared with Jupiter, which is in Aries. Aries is the fire sign. Aries is the god of war. Jupiter is a very good planet, is a planet of good fortune. And squares mean that they're kind of opposing each other. So we've got this wanting to tear down in order for things to happen. So there's a little opposition, so it could be a very strong energy. Now it is trining with Mars in Taurus and Uranus in Taurus. So that's where they get together and they're kind of like, hey, we're going to help you. That's good buddy type of energy. That's let's move. So Mars again is it the Rome? Okay, Aries I think is Greek and Mars is Roman. Same, or vice versa. Same energy, god of war type of energy. Uranus is expect the unexpected. So there's just this type, and they're kind of getting together and they're really pushing the full moon to kind of do some things that, they're supporting the full moon in doing some things that may be very unusual and maybe a little bit surprising. The thing that I really want to talk about is that the full moon, Capricorn, is conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, so that means that they are putting pressure on each other. That means that they are really trying to make their point. They are really trying to get things done, and it's like this very explosive energy. Pluto, Capricorn. It's like this is our moment. This is our stand. Okay, nice thing. Venus is trined with Saturn, so that's a very good energy. That's on July 13th also. So that's Venus in Gemini does gentle, that's Saturn in Aquarius, and then Venus in Gemini squares with Neptune. So there's on the 14th. So there's some little interesting stuff going on, but I'm really interested more in the 13th with that full moon. Now the full moon also is a time, and I say this is where we release, relinquish, and request. It's release what's holding us back, those tethers, those cords, relinquish what we don't need. So that's where we consciously make a decision saying enough is enough. I don't want this anymore. I am letting it go. And we request what we do need or what would be positive for us. So you can start doing that type of energy 3 days before, 3 days after. I really like doing it, say, like the day before and the day of and the day after. So in this case, it would be the 12th, 13th, and 14th. I do not worship the moon. I look at it as a divine creation. And many, many scriptures, whatever, say, look to the heavens. So let's see. So that 13th energy could be extremely powerful. It could be very revealing. Could be very, like I said, very, kind of explosive type of energy. Okay, I'm not talking physically, I'm talking metaphysically. Okay, let's see what we have now using the Waite Rider, or Rider Waite, maybe it's easier for me to say it that way, tarot cards. Let's see. Remember, I did tell you I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. So not really responsible for what can come out of my mouth. I try not to overthink it because that's when I kind of can mix the message up a little bit. So let's just see what we have for this week, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Here we go. Generally just do 3 cards. Anything reversed, to me, has a little bit more oomph, so it's kind of like pay attention to it. Court cards have dual energy, so page, underlying energy, regardless of what it says, is our earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Knights are our fire energies, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queens are our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the king has our air energy or sword energy, and that would be Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So let's see what we have here. First card. So we have the 8 of Rods. Rods is fire energy. Rods is our our Aries, our Leo, and our Sagittarius. Remember, there is some stuff going on with Aries energy right now. This is passionate, very burning, very determined energy, very committed energy. This has a lot of things going on. Now, could this be something to do with the solar flares that we've been having? Something called CMEs that we've been having, and I don't know enough about that. The Schumann resonance, this is like the electricity, the fire, things are flying, things are just really not necessarily stable, not necessarily unstable either. It's just, there's just so much, there's too much. The energies are just flying around. So there could be a lot of activity going on. I do feel that there could be activity that we actually see going on. What does that mean? I don't know yet. It just is there. It's just a lot of activity. The electricity is in the air. The fire's in the air. Electricity is more with our air energies, but I do feel that this has a lot of things in the air. Now, 8s have unlimited possibilities, unlimited opportunities. Things can be happening. There's a lot of coming and going. It could be for really great things. It could be for not so great things. It could be for both. But there's a lot of comings and goings this week. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, now this is reversed. This is a 4. Now, 4 of Cups. 4s have stability. It has leadership. It has also organization. Now, this has an interesting, there's different ways to read this. I always look at this as the in-between energies. It's kind of like I'm not necessarily happy with where I'm at. I'm not necessarily ready to take on anything more. So to me, it's kind of this in-between, this waiting. I have to wait. I have to see. I'm not, where am I going with any of this? Again, Cups is our Cancer, our Pisces, Scorpio. So we're in Cancer. Neptune is in Pisces, and we've got, the south nodes are in Scorpio. So there is a lot of that water energy. And the moon is, the moon energy does affect the water signs. It affects the world's waters. It affects us. We have a lot of fluid in our own body. So, there is that gravitational. But this is, again, there's a lot going on, and we may be in a position where we're kind of like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know which way to go. I'm not necessarily happy with where I'm at. I'm kind of judgmental with where I'm at, and I'm not necessarily ready to move on. Or I might be ready to move on. It's just that the circumstances aren't. So let's see what we've got here. Well, we come back to we come back to Wands. So we have an 8, 4, and a 1. Ace is a 1. New beginnings, new starts. Wands is, again, that fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Ace of Wands is something exciting happening, something positive. Well, we hope that it's positive. It can be challenging, but it's something that we really want to go after. So while there's a lot of activity, we may be in, the world may be kind of in a state of flux, in a state of which way do I go? There's so many wonderful possibilities, so much excitement that's about to happen. There's things that, and remember, we're about to, not quite, but we will be, what is it, the 22nd? We will be going into Leo season. So we could be feeling the energies, the possibilities, the positivities, okay? So things are, there's activity, there is more to come, positive energy to come. We're just kind of, the world is just kind of in a state of flux, is kind of in a state of, I don't even know which way I'm going, okay? And the 8 of Rods is also, am I coming or am I going? So there's a state of confusion. It's not necessarily an easy state. You have to always remember to have that hope and to remember that there is always another possibility. And again, I always say this, no matter what's going on in the universe or the world, we have to live our lives the best we can. And we are the light workers. We are the ones that really kind of chose to be here at this time, the star seeds. Okay, let's go on to my Colette Baron read. I said it right, the Good Tarot. Higher power. What else would you like? What else would you like everyone, our group, our people to know? What is happening this week? What's happening, especially with that full moon? This full moon. Okay, normally I just pull one card, but I feel like pulling 3. So let's go, put these here. Let's see what we have from the Colette Baron Reed Good Tarot. put that up there. First card. So I do believe that these are all going to be reversed, but let's see. So now we have the Queen of Earth. The Queen again, underlying energy is that water energy, that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Very caring, very loving. But the Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, is down to earth, is grounded, is very much, hey, we've got to take care of business. It is about our job, money, career. It could be also about our home. The Queen of Earth, it needs to take care of business. The Queen of Earth is saying we need to take care of the people, the people that look up or report up. So there is, the Queen of Earth also wants life to be better and wants to provide a better life for her subjects, if you want to even say. This is not necessarily the divine feminine, but it does not mean that it does not have that divine feminine touch. Okay, but it is somebody who might be in leadership. It might be somebody who has it doesn't necessarily have to be a female, but it does have to be someone that has a very caring attitude, a very nurturing attitude. And this is this could be the earth energy itself wanting to take care of her people. Okay, but in a very positive way. She wants to make sure that there's a roof over their heads, their money. There's a sense of security with the Queen of Earth. Okay, next card. The Six of Water. Now the six, again, six is the number of man. This would be the Six of Cup. This would be the Queen of Pentacles. This would be the Six of Cups. This is number of man. It's the energies you put into it. The Six of Water is a nostalgia card. The Six of Water is like looking back and saying, oh, can't we go back to happier times? Can't we go back to when things were easier? The thing about the Six of Cups is that, we look at this through a rose-colored glass, okay? It's not necessarily the truth, and things were hard at that time. It's just that maybe we're just a little more tired, so they seem a little sweeter, okay? But the thing about the Six of Water, it's emotional. It wants to go back. It's kind of like, I'd rather, again, maybe that's Saturn in Aquarius. I'd rather be living in an illusion than living with the truth. So interesting with that, whatever that is going to happen. Now let's see again, reversed again. Now we have a 17. So we have a 1. So let me show you these cards a little bit more because, okay, there's the Queen of Earth, standing regal, standing firm, very earth energy. There is the Six of Water, wishful, wanting to go back, wanting more, wanting to live in a time where maybe our blindfolds were on. And then we have the Star. Okay, this is a major arcana card. This is a 17, so we have a 1, which is a new beginning again. 7, which I look at as the divine umbrella, the divine protection. Sometimes it's the divine intervention. A lot of times it's the divine interference. You add the 1 and 7 together, it is that 8, which unlimited opportunities. Now this is the Star. Did I say the sun? I mean the star. The Star. And the Star is all about hope. Hope for tomorrow. Things are going to get better. And that would go really along with this Ace of Wands. Things are better. Things are getting better. Make a wish upon it. You always have to have hope. So something's going on. These two cards, like I said, a lot of activity, are we coming, are we going? Things kind of feeling a little bit in confusion. Should put these down. Just not necessarily knowing where we stand, not knowing where we sit even, kind of like, what is the heck going on? But yet there is the promise and the possibility of something very positive happening. Grounding energy, nurturing energy, thinking back again to that past in a little bit of a, more of a melancholy or nostalgic type of energy here. But then we have the Star, which is full of hope, which is full of promise, which is full of just keep believing and, as I'm always saying, and just stay shining, okay? So let's go on. Please remember, like I said, if you cross-watch, the number to bypass all of this will be in the description. But remember to like, share, subscribe. That's the only way that in a comment. Let me know, because I have many people out there that give me different readings, which I am, I am fine with. So comment, let me know. But let's get the channel moving. Let's get the channel growing, please. And I really appreciate all of you who do that. And I do appreciate the people that have been noticing that I'm letting the silver come out in my hair. However, it is a process. And so we will see. My hair kind of have little differences too, but thank you for noticing. Also, anything else? Oh, I have had a couple of updates in my computer. I do try to check for the sound. Let me know. Okay? Let me know if it's not working. Every time I fix it, and they update, I'm always like, how did I update that the first time around? So anyway, why don't we get started on our real readings? Thank you. Hello, my Aries. So Jupiter in Aries, did I say it was squared with the full moon in Capricorn? So that's going to be interesting. That could be you really pushing that whatever changes are happening are going to be really good for you. Okay? It's like you're just going to be pushing that Capricorn, that Pluto in Capricorn, and saying, if we're making some changes, I want them to be good for me. Okay? So I do feel your Jupiter energy, which is in Aries right now, is going to be it's going to be a very strong contender with that full moon. So use the energies for your advantage. Here we go. Let's see. Higher power, what do you have for my Aries? What do you have for my Aries? Again, this is the time for you to make a big move, a big change, a big move, big change. And I have been getting, again, a lot of change for all the signs that I've been reading for, but this is for you to make your big move, whatever it is you're pushing for. This is the time. Okay, that card is kind of fallen out, so we are going to take that with us. And we go here and we go here. Okay, let's see what we have for my Aries. All three cards are reversed. Strong stuff. First card is the Four of Michael. Okay, the Four of Michael. Interesting with that. Michael is sword energy, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So something's going to come to light. Something's going to be revealed. Four has your stability, organization. It also has leadership. Now, the Four of Swords, though, tells you not to really, even though I just said this is the time for your big move, it's also for you to let things out, let things be revealed. I'm not saying, I kind of feel like you're going to be playing, behind the scenes, if you want to say. You might be kind of whispering in somebody's ear. You might be giving, kind of typing out messages, doing some IMs, doing some texting where you're like saying, hey, did you think about this? Did you think about that? Did you look into this? It's kind of like, I feel like with the Four of Michael, the Four of Swords for you, my Aries, and this could change the next time I read for this card. I feel like you're behind the scenes. You're kind of pushing the buttons, playing the, pulling the ropes, pulling the strings with this energy. And the thing is, it's letting other people do the heavy lifting. You're being more the one behind the scenes. Again, I know I said that, but you're behind the scenes. You're the one that's the idea person. Kind of like, have you checked out this? Have you checked out this? So it's kind of like you don't have to be in the forefront. You need to take a back seat, but at the same time, you're not necessarily being maybe you're being that backseat driver, but it's something that's going to work out well for you. So you're going to be behind the scenes. You're going to be the one that's, I kind of get that, you're the one that's the money maker, and you're having the others do the work. Okay? Does that make sense? Anyway, the Four of Michael does tell you to take a rest. It also tells you to take a vacation. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. I just feel like you don't have to be the one that's out there. You don't have to be the face, but you have to be the one that tells the face what to do. How's that? Here we go. Next card reversed. The Five of Michael. The Five of Michael has this change energy. It is things are changing again because what's going on right now isn't working. Now, the Five of Swords does have that sneaky snake energy. So I would be very careful about people, just because, just be be careful about who you talk with. Be careful about who you give information with, because I do feel like you're behind the scenes more, but you're making some really big changes. It's because now it's time. It's time for things, we can read this. This says, situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. A lot of times the fives, on the cards, they're not necessarily real. They don't look positive. This is more a time, but for me, this five of Michael, I'm sorry, not action. This five of Michael is just saying, no, this is done. I'm done. I want some changes. I want some answers. I want movement. I want movement. And the thing is, again, that four of Michael is you pushing the move, playing the players, pushing the buttons, pulling the strings type of action. Okay, let's see what we have here. Change your life. So now this is the Tower energy. Okay, so we have a 4, 5, we have a 1 and a 6. So 1, new beginnings. 10s are transitional. We have a 6, which is the energies you put into it, number of man. 1 plus 6 is a 7, divine energy, divine umbrella. So this is Archangel Shamuel also. This is the Tower. Everything has to collapse in order for things to be seen, in order for things to be revealed, in order for things to be built. Okay? So this is you just basically this is you taking things. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get if we had gotten the Chariot, you'd have to have your hands off. This is more, you're more involved with all of this, except that you're behind the scenes at the same time. I hope that makes sense to you, because it's like, it does. But it's like, you're pushing the buttons, you're making the things move, but yet you're not the one that's right out there that's being seen. Anyway, Archangel Shamuel, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change brings. So there is change, there's change. There's change. Again, you will have to, maybe later on afterwards you can say, yeah, that, I was involved in that, or I made that happen. The thing is, right now you're behind the scenes, but you're pushing the buttons. Anyway, let's see. But change, big change for you. Exciting changes. Wonderful. We're going to pull it out. We're going to just put it into send it on to Holy Spirit Gaia. Wonderful changes. Okay. Okay. Let's see what guardian angels have to say for my Aries. Here we go. Reversed. Healer of thought. Now this is the Queen of Air. So you got a lot of air energy right here. Now Queen's underlying energy, remember, is water. Caring, nurturing, very emotionally involved. Thought is air though. So there is the Queen of Air, stands in her power, but at the same time needs to be very objective, okay? Cannot let the emotions overrun. She can do things because she feels like it's right. She can do things because she cares so deeply, but she needs to think things through. I'm kind of getting a chess player with this. You need to stay logical. You need to plot your moves, okay? You need to, don't get too emotional. Don't, oh, we want this. No, it's underneath there and you might be feeling it, but you need to show, you need to just push out the confidence also, kind of, that fake it till you make it, like, no, this is going to happen and this is how I want it to happen. But again, you must be clear-headed as you do this. Anyway, it's time to clean up your life. Get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. And that's part of that full moon. Remember when I say relinquishing is a choice. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. And I talk about sneaky snake. Let's see. You or another person involved in the situation is wise, insightful, and caring. He has a wonderful sense of humor and offers a lot of life experience. So use that experience. And really, again, logic and objectivity will get you through. Again, you're pushing the buttons, you're making the changes. However, you are not out there as the face. But things are happening. Things are happening. So embrace that. Let's see what crystal or energy is there for my Aries now. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's clear that up. Let's do that for my Aries. What would be helpful for you? Blue topaz. Finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, also forgiveness. And forgiveness is something that really helps you, okay? When we talk about releasing, and I said, releasing the cords, anger holds you tied to that other person or situation. Forgiveness cuts those bonds, and basically it frees you. It just frees you to go on and move. Anyway, my Aries, take a moment again to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Aries, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.